Hello and welcome back, fellow snoozers. This is Dr. Francis Borealis of the Arctic Snoozology Research Center. During the long winter nights up here in the Arctic, when the sun doesn't rise for months and the crushing cold robs you of your will to live, and your cheating wife files for divorce from 3,000 miles away, and you have a tenuous grip on your own sanity, and you start thinking about, eating your fellow scientists, it's often good to turn to snoozology to pass the time. It's better than being confined in a storage closet. Today we're going to face the ferocious Antarctic leopard seal against the apex predator of the frozen north, the polar bear. First, we'll learn a little something about each animal individually, then we'll see what happens when we make them fight. So watch to the end to see who comes out on top. Now slam that like button in your powerful jaws and hit subscribe to see everything that Snooze has to offer. Do you think Dr. Henneman would taste better roasted or braised? Anywho, leopard seals. Leopard seals. Leopard seals are found in the circumpolar pack ice of the Antarctic. The largest females grow to weigh around 1,300 pounds and measure up to 11 feet long. They are the second largest seal in Antarctica, second only to the southern elephant seal, and their only natural predators are killer whales. Named for their black spotted coat, leopard seals have long muscular bodies with large reptilian-like heads and massive jaws that are enormous relative to their body size. They have large, sharp canine teeth for capturing prey and molars that lock together to strain krill from the water. They have very large flippers and a streamlined body that makes them very fast and agile when they are in the ocean. Leopard seals hunt and eat squid and other cephalopods, other seals including juvenile elephant seals and penguins, plus a variety of other seabirds. They are particularly brutal with penguins. Leopard seals will chase a penguin and grab it by its feet and shake it vigorously. It will then beat its body against the water until it's dead. Maybe the penguin deserved it. Maybe it's just been cheating on its penguin mate. Or maybe it makes a mess every time it uses the lab. Just saying. Leopard seals can be aggressive when they are confused or feel threatened and have been documented attacking humans with one known fatality. A British marine biologist was killed in 2003 when a leopard seal that she was studying attacked her and dragged her down to nearly 200 feet underwater, drowning her. The polar bear. Polar bears are the apex predator of the frozen north. Other than man, the only threat to polar bears are other polar bears. These beasts are huge and shares the title of world's largest land carnivore with the grizzly bear. An adult male can weigh as much as 1,200 pounds, measure nearly 10 feet long, and stand 5 feet tall at the shoulder. Specially adapted for roaming in the Arctic, polar bear paws measure up to 11.8 inches across. They have extremely sharp, thick, curved claws that measure roughly 2 inches in length. They use these formidable claws to catch and hold prey, and also to help them maintain traction on ice. Their giant paws also act as paddles in the water, helping them to swim long distances. They've been regularly observed swimming for hours at a time for distances exceeding 60 miles without rest. These giants can run for short bursts of speeds up to 25 miles an hour. Known as hypercarnivores, they have very sharp teeth with a bite force exceeding 1,200 pounds per square inch. Patient yet aggressive daytime hunters, polar bears primarily dine on seals, but when prey is scarce, they will attack and eat virtually any animal that comes across their path. Polar bears' favorite hunting technique is known as still hunting. This occurs when a bear will find a seal's breathing hole and just wait patiently for the unsuspecting seal to come up for air. They can wait like this for hours at a time. When the seal does breach the hole for air, the polar bear will reach down into the hole and drag the seal out with its sharp claws. It will then bite the seal's skull and crush it, thereby killing the seal. Seal brain tartar, anyone? Just me? Okay. The fight. In an isolated laboratory, a lone scientist is studying animals that live in extremely cold conditions. The isolation and the long hours alone have caused him to lose his grip on sanity. At night, he puts some of the animals into the same enclosure just to see what will happen. On this cold, dark night, he chooses to put the polar bear in with the leopard seal. The hungry polar bear can smell that there is a seal nearby and waits patiently at the water's edge. The leopard seal breaches the water to breathe, and the polar bear strikes. He slams his massive paw with its sharp claws into the seal's head as he attempts to drag it out of the water. This seal is huge, though, and she doesn't want to be eaten by a polar bear. She sinks her huge teeth into the polar bear's giant paw and attempts to pull him into the water. He's just too heavy, though, and he has the benefit of traction because he's on land. In searing pain, the polar bear slaps at the seal's head with his other massive paw. He rains blow after powerful blow down on her head. His huge, sharp claws tear bloody gashes in the leopard seal's head and body, causing her to release her grip on his paw. She dives back into the water, leaving a bloody wake behind her. The now angry polar bear prowls the edge of the water and waits as she bleeds and weakens. She'll have to come up to breathe eventually, and this time he'll be ready. We have a winner! The pugnacious apex predator of the Great White North, the polar bear! Well, snoozers, this polar bear probably hasn't faced a seal as large and ferocious as a leopard seal, but he has more weapons, especially on land. If this battle had taken place in the water where the leopard seal is more at home, it might have gone the other way. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to slam that like button and hit subscribe to see everything that Snooze has to offer. I've been Dr. Francis Borealis, and you've helped me get through another night without eating my coworkers. Until next time, snoozers.